All right, you have got to hear this. Google just dropped a set of massive updates to its AI design tool, Stitch, and they are literally about to change how we build apps and websites. And I'm not talking about some minor tweak. This is the real deal. What we're talking about here is a fundamental shift in the entire creative workflow. We're going from a simple idea to a finished functional user interface in a matter of minutes. Yeah, it's huge.
So, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll do a quick dive into what Stitch even is. Then, we'll unpack these 4 monster upgrades. After that, we'll see how it all fits together in a brand new AI workflow. And finally, what this all means for, the future of design.
Okay, first things first. For anyone who's new to this, what is Google Stitch anyway? It's actually beautifully simple. Stitch is an AI tool that turns your text prompts into real, working user interfaces. You literally just type what you want, like a dashboard for a fitness app, and poof, it builds it for you. But that was just the beginning. Let's get into how they've completely supercharged this thing.
Now for the main event. Stitch just got 4 incredible upgrades that aren't just improvements. They're a complete overhaul of the design process as we know it. Let's kick things off with the biggest, most fundamental one. First up, Stitch is now running on Gemini 2.5 Pro. And look, this isn't just some under-the-hood tweak. Google's basically saying they've tuned this model specifically to push its creative limits to the absolute maximum.
And you can feel the difference. It's night and day. Before, Stitch was good. It got the job done. But the designs could feel a little generic, a little AI-ish. Now, you're getting seriously polished interfaces. The color harmony, the visual hierarchy, it all just feels intentional, like a human designed it. And that's straight out of the box. Okay, upgrade number 2. This one's all about connecting the dots. We're talking seamless integration with Jules. And if you haven't heard of Jules, it's basically Google's AI coding buddy for developers, helping them write code and map out app logic way faster. And now, it talks directly to Stitch.
So what this does is it creates this incredible all-in-one ecosystem. You have product managers in Jules building out user stories, designers in Stitch creating the perfect UI to match, and then developers get the code all ready to go. And here's the real magic. This just kills all that painful back and forth, the miscommunication that drives every team crazy? It's gone.
Okay, you have to see this. This next one is my personal favorite, and it is an absolute game changer. I'm calling it the copy-paste trick, and it lets you refine your designs at, well, literally the speed of thought.
So check out how ridiculously simple this new loop is. You generate your UI in Stitch, then you just hit Command-C or Control-C, just copy it, and then you pop over to Gemini and paste it right in. And from there, you just talk to it. Make this more minimalist, giving a bolder color palette. It's just incredible.
Think about what's happening here. You're mashing together 2 of Google's most powerful AIs, Stitch for the initial heavy lifting, and Gemini for that creative, nuanced refinement. This isn't just another cool feature, right? This is a full-blown revolution in your workflow.
All right, the 4th and final big update, public project sharing. Now, this might sound kind of basic, but trust me, this little feature is a huge deal for collaboration. It just makes everything frictionless. You can now share a read-only link to your work with anyone.
So why is this such a big deal? Well, for one, your client, your boss, whoever, they don't need an account. No login, no password to forget. They just click the link and boom, they see the design instantly. This means faster feedback loops, way easier portfolio sharing, and for your team, it creates that single source of truth so there's never any confusion about which version is the right one. Okay, so we've looked at all 4 pieces of the puzzle. Now let's put them together and see what this new workflow actually looks like in practice, from start to finish. So let's say you're building a finance app, dark mode of course. You throw a prompt at Stitch. Gemini 2.5 Pro spits out a really professional-looking layout to start. Then you do the copy-paste trick, jump into Gemini, and tell it to make it more minimal and modern. Now that design is perfectly aligned with the app logic your PM already defined in Jules. You send out that public link for instant feedback, and once you get the green light, the developer can just export the code and start building. It's a complete, seamless, end-to-end process.
All of this stuff is amazing, but it leads to the big question, right? What does this actually mean for all of us out there in the industry? Who really wins in this new reality and what's coming next?
Well, let's break down who wins here. For designers, man, that scary blank page is a thing of the past. You get instant, high-quality prototypes to work from. For developers, you get to skip a lot of the tedious front-end setup and jump right into building real functionality. And for founders and solopreneurs, this is a massive force multiplier. You can now build and test ideas in days, not months, totally leveling the playing field.
But let's be real for a second. Is it perfect? No, not yet. You're not going to build a super complex banking app with this today. And getting perfect continuity across, say, 10 different screens can still be a bit tricky. But, and this is the most important part, the speed at which this is all improving is just insane. These updates dropped in weeks. Something that's a limitation today could literally be a core feature next month. That's how fast this is moving.
And that really is the bottom line here. If you jump on these tools now, if you learn them early, you are going to have a massive leg up on the competition. You're going to ship faster, test more ideas, and probably win more clients. This isn't hype, it's not a maybe. This is just what's happening. It's the new reality.
So I want to leave you with this one question to think about. If AI can now generate and iterate at the speed we can think, what is our job as human designers? Where do we provide value? And the answer isn't in a textbook. We're going to figure it out by doing, by actually using these tools, by pushing them, and by finding where our unique human insight can take something the AI made from just good to truly great. Thanks for tuning in.